Hello, I'm Andrew Pilaj, and in this vlog I'm going to go back to basics and show you how to create a very simple RESTful web service using Payara Server and NetBeans. So step one of that is download Payara Server from the website www.payara.fish, software, downloads, and the latest version of Payara Server will be at the headline here. I'm going to click the link, but it's this one. I've already got it downloaded. If you do have it downloaded, simply extract the zip file wherever you want it to be. There's no installer. In my case, I've just unzipped it within the downloads folder and renamed the folder to 5194. So once you've got that done, open up NetBeans and add the server to it. So under services, which you can find if it's not open under window services, right click on servers, add server, select Payara Server, point it at the download location. So in my case, it's already filled it out for me. Hit next, and then enter your domain information. This example, I'm going to be using the default domain, so leave everything as it is, as I don't have any passwords or special domain names to configure. So that should now be added on the left here. And to start it, we can simply hit start. If you want to follow along with the output of it, go to output, find the Payara Server tab, and the log will be printed out there. So while that starts, let's make our project. So either hit the yellow box here or file, new project. I'm going to be using Maven for this, so Java with Maven, and I want to use the web application template. So let's give it a name, go RESTful, already exists, so let's go RESTful 2, why not? Next, select the server, in my case I've only got the one, so it's auto selected it for me, and then make sure we're using the correct Java EE version, which is, as it's already selected, Java EE 8. Finish, and then NetBeans will use Maven to create our project for us with some auto-generated resources. Those auto-generated resources are specifically an index.html page, which simply says hello world, a beans and a web XML file, beans XML just setting the bean discovery mode to all, and the web XML just setting the session timeout. It has also, however, made us a default JAX-RS endpoint. So this package here, we've got a class simply setting the path, extending application to, so essentially the application configuration itself. And then we've got our resource class here, path of Java EE8, and a default endpoint of ping. So if I build that by hitting this button here, the hammer, and then I press play, which will deploy it to Payara Server. It starts up there. So we've got our index page. If you remember correctly, it was under resource. The JAX-RS endpoint was under resources, Java EE8. Ping. And that, frankly, is the bare bone basics of making a RESTful web service in NetBeans with Payara. But that'll be extremely short to end it there. So let's show you how to debug. So I'm going to add another endpoint, this time with a path parameter. So let's put it under testy. And let's reference that path parameter. And let's just say hello to whoever enters their name. So we've got the red line there. That's because I haven't imported the package. So hover over it, Alt enter or right click, and then add the import. So to debug this, First off, we can add breakpoint by clicking on the line number there. And then to actually use it, we need to restart Payara Server debug mode. So stop it. Stop. Then right click and specifically start in debug mode. This then exposes port 9009 by default for us to attach a debugger to. So attach debugger, localhost 9009. Now we're attached. And we see down there that line 25, so the line we want, was successfully submitted as a breakpoint. Now, if we build this, redeploy it, we should be able to, like so. And the IDE, as you can see there, paused, and we can now view information about what we've got, which in this case is simply the fact that the name is called. Let's play here to let it continue. And we've got Hello Andrew there. Alternatively to this, NetBeans actually provides a web service test client for us to use. So if we go back to JAX, right click on RESTful Web Services, test RESTful Web Services. We can then provide a REST test client, either locally generated or within the project itself. I'm going to leave it within the project. Okay. This then adds the test client and redeploys. And gives us this page. So we can see on the left here, that if I click on Java EE8, we have the default ping endpoint, which we can poke there. The various things. There's the sub resource of hello. That's the method we added. So let's expand this out. Hit testy, give a name, hit test. And because we've still got our debug and breakpoint, it's paused there. And if we go back to view variables, we can see that it's got the name James. And that's what it gets. And that's about all I want to show you. I hope you found it useful. As before, you can find the Payara downloads here, www.payara.fish, software downloads. The NetBeans version I'm using is 11.2. And that's it. Thank you very much.